Welcome back to Journalism 102. Today's lecture is very brief. I'm simply going to show you how to get started with a WordPress post on the class blog. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and log in to your WordPress account, and you should end up on a page that looks something like this. You want to navigate to the little link in the upper left that says My Blogs. You all probably don't have as many as I do, but you want to navigate to Ole Miss Journalism because that is our blog. And it should look something like this, although it may be that a couple of people have posted already, and if that's the case, this headline won't be the same because blogs, as you know, work with the most recent content posted will appear at the top of the page. So what you want to do is you want to go over here to where it says Ole Miss Journalism, and you want to click on Dashboard. So once you click on Dashboard, you will see a screen that looks like this. And the first thing I want you to do is I want you to come down and click on the word Categories. And then I want you to add your last name as a category. So I'm going to go ahead and add the name Wenger and hit Add New Category. And you'll notice it has popped up at the top of the list, and they'll be sorted alphabetically the next time I log in. So that's all there is to it. You write your last name, hit Add New Category, and you are good to go. At that point, I want you to come over here again on the dashboard menu, and I want you to click on, under the word Posts, Add New. And so once you click on Add New, you get what really looks very similar to an email window. So this kind of represents the subject line, and this represents the body of the text. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and I want you to come up with a good search engine friendly headline for story number 3. So this is going to be your headline for your story, and you want to think about keywords and front loading the headline so that those keywords come early in that headline. You want to think about keeping it short, direct, and to the point. So once you enter your headline, and I'm just going to make one up to start off this discussion with, but let's say I'm doing a story about health care debate comes to Oxford. Okay, so that is my headline, and then I want to come down and click on my category and hit Save Draft. And now if I want to go look for my post in the future, I'm going to come back to this story. It's appearing in here as a draft, and you can see it's in the Wenger category. So you can always look for your content either by your category or by posts. So once I have my draft, I then will come back to it to enter my final version of my story. You can cut and paste from a Word document. Sometimes that ends up making the text display in an odd way. So what I often do is take my Word document, cut and paste that into a text edit program, or save it as text only, and then paste it into my window. So for story 3, you're going to want to make sure that you remember that it's short paragraphs, right? So 1 to 2 sentences. You want to have lots of white space. You want to consider whether there's a need for subheads in your story. Is there a need for bullets? And one of the things that your assignment is going to also involve is adding relevant links. So let's say that I want to add a relevant link to my story, and I'm going to use this URL. So this is relevant to my healthcare story, so I've copied that URL. And to add a link, I simply highlight my word, click on this little link icon, paste in the link, and now when I hit Save Draft and preview this post, this is now a link that's going to take me to that story. So again, if we're adding relevant links, you highlight the word that you want to be added, or that you want to turn into a link, excuse me. You click on that link icon, you paste in your link and save, and your highlighted word has become a link to that content. So for your assignment, you're going to be adding 2 relevant links. We're also going to ask that you embed a sound bite that you have edited from your first expert interview. And when you embed that sound bite, you will go to YouTube, and when you're on YouTube, you are going to capture the embed code. So I'm just taking this first video that's showing up.
In the 21st century.
And you come down here to the share button, and oftentimes you guys have shared the link to your video. This time you want to click on embed, and you want to highlight and copy that code. And when you come over to your story and you paste that embed code in, hit Save Draft, and when you preview this story, you will see that that video that I just grabbed the embed code from is now appearing in my post. So these are the things that you need to know about how to work WordPress. Remember now that we have already, our post is not appearing here. It is appearing in categories, but if we want to get back to it, we go back to all posts. And the reason it's only appearing in all posts is it's still existing as a draft. It won't show up on that first screen until we actually click on Publish. So remember, short paragraphs, 1 to 2 sentences, lots of white space, subheads, bullets. We're going to add 2 relevant links, and you're going to embed your video. So those are the key elements in putting together your online version of Story 3. Remember to save it in your category. And when you have it looking the way you want it, that's when you hit Publish.